Well, good morning. MacBean Scottish Fitness here. Probably doing a little bit under this under farms and prepping too. Going for my Tuesday morning walk. And if somebody had watched my short video on the farms and prepping channel, I had met one of my neighbors down the road. I wasn't even sure if he was there. So I'm dropped him off some. Let me see if we can see this. The bag won't cooperate, but it has some squash and tomatoes. Then I'm going to drop him off. He's a retired veteran, Coast Guard, and I guess he's just unlimited funds. He lives in that mystery junkyard place. So I was heading into work yesterday, and he was on the road with a gas can, so I stopped and said he was walking in town to get gas, which is still a good 2-mile walk. So I said, well, hop on in, I'll take you in. And I did, and I brought him back home. So I told him, asked if he liked squash. He said he did. I got some that probably more than I'm going to eat, as much as we like to eat it. So I said I'd drop some off, which I'm going to do. It's calories that he can use, and calories that would probably end up going to getting recycled in the garden if I didn't. So it's a win-win. If I see him on the road again, I'll give him another ride into town. I know he was buying water. I was going to drop some water off too, but I figured I'd wait. He doesn't have any electricity. That's why the lights and the music weren't on anymore. But he's working on that. But at least I've got to meet the guy, and I know a little bit more about what's going around there. He also gave me some info on those campers. I guess it's just part of there's a campsite out here in town, on the other side of town. I guess they expanded and bought that little parcel there so they could run out a few more spots. It's interesting because I kind of know who runs it. And it was good intel. Type of intel you need to get from time to time. It's a beautiful morning. It's 50 degrees. I had put on a flannel. But, as soon as I walked out to the garden, I realized, yeah, I'm going to overheat with this flannel. So I'm just back to the t-shirt with the exercise and the sun out. And it'd probably be 5 degrees warmer time I get back. I figured that was the best way of doing it. Otherwise, I'm just carrying that flannel on my arm, a couple 100 meters down the road. So, beautiful morning. Enjoying these days while I can. We are in jean weather. So that's something to consider. Winter's coming. Everybody's probably been wearing shorts. And I'm going to switch to jeans and long pants. Number one, can you fit in them? And number two, what condition are they in? I buy Levi's mostly. And I watch Amazon on a consistent basis because, they usually sell around $50 a pair, 55, but every now and then they'll come down to 30 or 35 bucks a pair, and that's when I grab it, one or two. And then they had a really good sale the other day on Wranglers and Rustlers, so I bought a pair of each. And I got those 2 pair of jeans for the price I get for one of these pairs when they're on sale. That was a good deal. Seen a hawk take off. Trying to see where he's going to go. I'll get a video out of it. Nice field out here, alfalfa field. Got the cattle out there. They'd love to be out there. They'd eat the heck out of that stuff. Well, this is a alfalfa field. They'll probably cut it one more time. Looks like they'll get enough growth. The deer will come out here and feed. And I'll be coming up here to the creek and see if I see anything of interest. Here we're coming up to the creek. More traffic, 2 cars. Oh my goodness, what's going on? I know they'll cover my approach. Something, oh, there we go. I don't know if we can try and catch them, but we got ducks back there. They're staying close to the shoreline. I was able to catch a glimpse of them briefly. I think we kicked them out last time I was here. And on the other side, less cover. But sometimes I catch a turtle trying the sun. Doesn't look like today though. Then we come up to the neighbor. Looks like he's out there. He's got his puppy dogs. So, and up here as I make that turn towards the one junkyard. So yeah, I gave him a ride to town, let him fuel up, and got him some water on the way back. He asked me if he owed me anything. I said, absolutely not. So we're neighbors. Need a ride in town, you just let me know. I was kind of heading that direction anyway. Wasn't really, it was maybe a mile out of my way, big deal. Well, looks like they're doing a little repair on this trailer. I'll pause here for a little bit. Alrighty, I'm back. I just walked by the neighbors. You got a buddy out there working on a trailer. Puppy dog's ain't out yet. So I'm just making a turn here. I've seen the woods here. Lots of habitat here for deer and turkey, which we've seen a lot. Snuck up upon. Oh, see him coming flying around the corner. And that's why I walk opposing traffic. I want to see it coming. You can see the nice thick woods there. My property's getting a little more woody as the years go by. A lot of trees I planted. And some of those I'll have to snip off because they're not the type of trees I want growing. But then there's others I don't mind having. My oak trees are dropping acorns now for the second year, so I'm starting to see squirrels. Squirrel! Hadn't had them for a while because I didn't have any food source for them. Now that they have a food source and bigger trees, it's something I expect I'll be seeing more of. Already taken a lot of the fields down, which is going to get a lot of animals moving around because, you know, a lot of them are living out in those fields and they won't be able to. You get a lot of roadkill. I had to sneeze. And a lot of movement, so especially at night you got to be careful. A lot of deer getting up and getting smacked, and they do make a mess of your vehicle. Also probably going to bring my bow out and see if I got enough arrows to hunt with. And I might start just taking a early morning walk in the woods. kind of know where they bed. And if I move slowly and quietly enough, I might get within shooting distance. Of course, if I get one, then it means I gotta clean it. So if I do it during the week, that could be tough, especially as warm as it is. It's like too warm to let them hang very long. So you gotta quarter them up and put them in a fridge. I do have a buddy that's got a couple extra fridges. You know, sit in the fridge for a couple days before you process them the rest of the way. Kind of get some of the gaminess out of the meat. So it's been a good week so far. I had a really successful day benching. Pretty much hit all the goals I wanted. 285 over 10 reps, did 11. 335, I did 5, that was my goal. 395, my top end goal. I even threw some cleaning presses, picking the weight right off the floor. And then I had my burnout at 315 by 7, which means I had expended about the right amount of energy on my workout. No idea if I was able to do a lot more with no effort. That means I didn't work hard enough during those heavy sets. Hi, puppy. Got a little kitty cat and a puppy dog out there. Out in the driveway. It's funny how different animals react. Puppy dog's wagging the tail and the cat's kind of getting low and man, do I have to run. But I'm continuing down the road. This is my cardio during the week. I generally do this on Tuesday and Thursday. And then I think I'll have time to do some throws off the road into the driveway. And it'll be time to go to work. I'm working extra hours this week. They asked me to. They're being a little aggressive on it though. My boss goes, "You coming in at 11?" I said, "No, I'm not. I got things I gotta do at the house. Yeah, I gotta have some me time. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy." So this is always a good hike, especially when I have a brisk pace. You know, and I do have about, I'd say 7-8 pounds of squash I'm carrying. So it's like getting twice the exercise. I've been listening to a lot of creators out there. Some kind of stay on their path. You know, this is what their channel's about. And that's what they talk about. And then there's some out there that kind of wander. I kind of wander. But I try to tie it all in. I mean, walking outside is fitness. And it is also part of the farm, so this kind of fits both my channels. You know, I enjoy watching Michael on the body beat down. Very similar to my lifestyle. He probably eats healthier than I do. But good channel to watch. If you're not subscribed, you should. If you want to learn about natural supplements and health, KC Little Owl. A couple other channels is Van City Prepper and Northern Girl Hobbies. They're both up in Canada. Beautiful country up there. And then the bigger channels, John and Prepper Nation had a really good one today. And it's funny because he's got a big following and he's pretty much talking the same message about being prepared for emergencies, and you'll see some people pop on there, "Oh, that won't happen, that's not going to happen," and I'm like, well, what are you doing on the channel for? It'd be like somebody coming on my channel going, "Well, I'm not going to work out, I'm not going to eat healthy, I'm not going to do any physical exercise. It's okay. And why are on my channel? There's channels out there for that. I don't know what they'd be called, but I'm sure there are. You know. So it always kind of cracks me up when you get those. They're not necessarily being trolls, I don't think. They're arguing a point on a channel that's based on something that they obviously don't believe in. So I'm like, why are you here? If you're not going to listen to learn, then just go away. You know, I try to watch a limited amount of TV. And some of the channels I did watch, I'm not watching anymore. Because they're selling fear. And I understand it gets you the clicks. There's some creators out there too. Every title is, oh my God, it's World War III. Whatever. I guess you gotta do to get the clicks. I mean, I try a different title every now and then. See if I get more interest. Yesterday I was like, why I don't like Mondays. From a song. It said unless I'm in the gym. But you can't live in fear. Doesn't mean you live in ignorance either. Be aware, be prepared, and be happy. And just got a message from my wife. She took my keys this morning. So, luckily, I have a spare set. I was looking around the kitchen going, I guarantee you she had her keys in her purse and she grabbed mine. Yeah, that's why you have spare keys. So, not the end of the world, nothing to get freaked out about. Because I was prepared. So here's that campground. You can tell it's getting utilized more, probably because it's not really hot. You can see the grass has now been knocked down. Chairs are out. Birds are singing. I mean, they probably come out during the weekends. So, you know, don't live in fear. But then again, don't live in ignorance. Be prepared, both mind, body, spirit. Buy extra food. I was, we were driving from Utica to Ottawa, and FEMA had a sign. And it says, if you can plan a party, you can plan for a disaster. Folks, this is FEMA spelling it out in a big white and blue billboard that you need to be prepared for some shit. I don't know how many clues you need, but I'm thinking that's a major one. You know, when the government says you need to be prepared because things are going to go bad. So you prepare, extra food and water. You know, extra heat sources for the winter. They keep saying it's supposed to be a hard winter. I don't know if it is or not. I guess if I was selling clothes, I'd be saying it's going to be a hard one too. But just like I ordered 3 more pair of jeans for the winter. I don't want to be in the middle of winter and realize that I'm out. Oh, looks like my neighbor's got a little fire going. Maybe he's out here. Let me put it on pause.